Alright, so this is going to be a short little video explaining what I did for my 4th week of development. So basically what I did is I set up an interface for spawning the positions that the players need to be in for each separate play. So you pass in, when the player selects the play, you'll pass in whatever the play is to the interface through a function. Let's see, probably be easier to show, so we'll just go right here. Alright, so right here we have two separate events, one to set the offensive play and one to set the defensive play. So what this does is it spawns a one of these things. So we have a base defensive play positions and a base offensive play positions. So from these two things, we will make all of the different play positions. So, or rather, instead of thinking of it as just the positions, it's the plays themselves. And these will house the positioning information relative to the football. So probably the most important thing of this of what I did this week is inside the game mode. Inside the game mode I have let's see, yeah, actually we're right here. So inside of the game mode I have a function, or event rather, that will look at all the players, see if anyone has the ball. If anyone has the ball, it will basically what this does is it tracks the football's position. So if a player has a ball, it'll get the ball's position from the player. It's not a thing to note is it isn't the player's position, it is the football that the player is holding. And then if a player doesn't have the ball, this would be as if the ball was fumbled, or is flying through the air or whatever, or it's placed on the ground and we're in between, we're in a huddle and we're getting ready to start our next play, which is really all we care about for this interface that I created to spawn the positions for where the players should go after huddle for their specific plays. So back to this. So this guy right here, the interface for both the defensive and offensive play positioning. This guy actually, it will update its position based on where the football is. So let's see, actually I'll make a little demonstration of that real quick. Actually, we don't want a static mesh, we want a billboard. And this is just going to be temporary. This will not be hidden in game. Yeah, alright, so it'll just be a little dinosaur head. So what this guy does, this guy gets from the game mode the football's transform, which has its position and rotation and all that stuff, and then it sets its position, or its actual transform to the position or the transform of the football. So this thing is in the same exact position as the football. So with that in mind, we go to spawn these different we spawn the defensive play, and then we spawn the offensive play. and these are spawned at the same exact position as where the interface is. So if we go and look at one of these guys, here we go. Alright, so this is the defensive play positioning. So if you see this, if you look at this little white circle down here, where my cursor is pinging, this is essentially where the football is, or where the interface's position is, because the interface is at the same position as the football. So the defensive line is offset back a little bit from the football, and then they're positioned relative to where the football is. I have a pivot thing in here so that I can set up all of the player positions, and then with this one pivot I can swing them around the football, or just angle them or whatever, because they're all bound to that pivot. So you have all of the players' positions inside of here. They're offset relative to the football, and it's the exact same for the offensive side. So the defensive side and the offensive side are the same, but you have different functions in here for getting the different positions. So you have get the kick returns position, get the jammers, get the middle linebacker, offensive linebacker, tackle, which actually this some of these functions take in an extra bit of data, so whether they're on the left or the right side, so it'll give you the left tackle or the right tackle, or the left or right outside linebacker, or left or right end, or left or right safety, or left or right cornerback. Basically collapsing a couple different functions into one function, and it allows you to just visually be able to confirm what you're doing. Yeah, so both of these base guys will return all of the position. You can get any one of these positions. So the middle linebacker will go to will essentially get the interface from the level, and then from there the player will get the current defensive play or current offensive play, and then from that you can get the position of any of the players. So from the current defensive play, you can get any of the defensive players' positions that are relevant to the current play that you're doing. And with the setup, you can pretty much have infinite plays. You can have as many plays as you want, and the system will handle that. You can just position the arrows where you want them. You give them their rotations, and whenever the player needs to go back to the line from the huddle, you'll have the rotation that they should be at. You'll have the position that they should be at, and all that. So they will go to their position and get into their rotation from huddle. It has to be the AI side will handle that. This just gives you the information that you need to get into the position. The AI will walk itself and turn itself into the appropriate rotation. I believe I talked about the the game mode tracking the football's position. So other than that, I believe that's everything that I need to go over. So I'll just do a quick little demonstration. So in here, now that it's actually switched screens, let's see. All right, so here's the football. This is going to simulate the football being on the field after a play. So someone was just tackled. The football's in the position where it should be in between plays. The guys are off in a huddle. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to spawn the players in their specific positions. So without any further delays, I'm going to play this real quick. Actually, what I should do real quick, I made these visible. Actually, that shouldn't be visible. Oh, yeah, I know what I did. I didn't make it visible there, I made it visible here. So, let's turn that off real quick. I made the football visible because I was fixing a graphical thing. Basically, the football wasn't rotated and stuff in the proper position in the player's hand. It's no big deal. All right. So, anyways, back to what I was showing. Now the guy doesn't have a football when he doesn't have a football. So there we go. 5 seconds after I play, all the players come in. They're all positioned in their appropriate places according to what the play was set at. Like here you have an outside linebacker, this is a cornerback, and you can see if I go back here to the defense play, these arrows out here are actually the cornerback's positions, and they're rotated a little bit to get the cornerback looking in a specific direction or whatever. So with this, you can pretty much orient the players however you want. You can have them go to wherever you want. You can't. The only I'm looking into a way to set it up so that eventually we could actually have, like you see right there, there's the football, there's the back to what I was saying. I'm looking into a way so that we can eventually possibly set it up so that players can create their own plays. So it's not just you have these plays that you can choose from, whatever. Make it so that the players can potentially eventually interact with the game even further by creating their own plays, which would be, I think that'd be an interesting feature to add eventually. But so as you can see right here, this billboard, or this little, I guess it's a raptor head or something, I don't know, it's just a default billboard sprite. So to demonstrate the tracking of the football, that's why I put the billboarded raptor head on the positioning interface, because the positioning interface actually orients itself with the football. So as I move this guy who has the football around that moves with me. And actually, if I can get that guy, I can possess him real quick. Let me make this easier to use the player switching. I just said it. There we go. Alright, here we go. So you can see the white orb in my hand. That's actually the football positioning being updated. It's a visual representation of it. I just did that so that you could see what's going on there. So the football just, the positioning data just follows the player. This is done on every update, so that you have a frame-to-frame representation of where the football is, not just not like every couple of frames or whatever, which could possibly give you inaccurate, or not possibly, it would give you inaccurate data for football tracking or anything that you want to do with the football position. But yeah, that I believe that's it. Everything that I needed to go over. So I guess stay tuned for my next task, my next video for the next task. So yeah, that's it.